Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now yes, I am back. I know it has been a while. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I just want to get straight into the video because I don't know how many of you really care, but I have been gone for a couple of months. I've been traveling for a bit of that, and also I have a couple of other things going on outside of DeFi and crypto, so those took up some time. So we have got a lot to talk about, but I'm going to break it up into a few different videos. This video here is going to just be sort of where I think the crypto market is heading. And then secondly, I'm going to do yield farming updates and all that good stuff and what I'm doing and where I think the market's going and, what's going to be happening essentially in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and be very careful about where you're investing in crypto and DeFi because it is the riskiest stuff in the world. And with that being said, I hope everyone is well. I know it has been a while and we are back. So Bitcoin at $87,000 as of today. We all know what's been happening. Bitcoin went up to, I believe it was 89. Yeah, almost $90,000 yesterday, which was pretty crazy. So we're at 87.7K right now. And this is all due to the Trump win. Now, I'm not going to say too much about that because I don't know, I don't want to cause any political drama in the comment section. But let's just say it's a fantastic thing for crypto. That's all I'm saying on that. So, yeah, Bitcoin up 87.7, Ethereum 3,100, Sol's up, everything is up. Okay, Doge flipped XRP, and just everything is going up. So we get $3 a token. So what have I been doing? Where am I holding? And where do I think it's going? So the majority of my positions for this bull market are in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, this is where the majority of my positions are. I hold a decent amount in both of these tokens. So that's where the majority of my free capital is right now, is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I am not selling yet. I'm just holding. The majority of my Bitcoin I purchased between 30 and 45K. And my Ethereum I bought probably between like $500 and $1,700, maybe some at 2K. Either way, both of them are very much so in profit, and I've been holding them for years. So, yeah. So this pump obviously came due to Trump winning the election. So this is all based on the Trump hype right now. And the good thing about this is there's no real noise around this. The only people talking about this market move right now are people already in crypto. I think the retail guys still think that Bitcoin is at like 40, 50K, which is crazy to think, right? There's no major, I don't think Coinbase yet is number one app downloaded on the App Store, stuff like that, which we saw last time. So no one's really talking about it yet. Once grandmas and grandpas and uncles and things like that start messaging you, asking you about Bitcoin, that's when we need to start, taking a foot off the gas pedal and being like, okay, what's going on? So I think we've still got a while left in this bull market. Obviously, this is just starting now. Trump is back in office, but this pump is a major overhype from Trump winning. And I do think that it's going to be, rocky up to 100K Bitcoin. It will probably touch 100. It wouldn't surprise me if we touch 100K before the end of the year, even this month. If I'm being truly optimistic, I think it could happen. I'm no technical analysis expert. I don't think anyone can really do TA during this kind of time of the market, just because it's so not random, but it's just so unpredictable because it's not like we've seen this before. So it's not like you can do TA on these prices, or not very accurate anyway. So it's difficult to chart Bitcoin right now unless you're using, typical indicators, which again we know how crypto moves. It could spike down 20% in one day, right? So it wouldn't surprise me on the way up if we see, negative 5% one day, negative 10% in a day, etc. And it'll probably shake a lot of people out. But I do know that over $700 billion have been added to the market over the past week, which is pretty crazy if I'm being honest. So that is my thoughts of crypto. I think we're still going to be going up for another few months. I think it'll be rocky along the way. It's not like we're going to keep going up 5% a day for the next year. We probably have another 6 to 12 months of this, in my opinion, um, of steadily going up. But just be careful. Okay, be very careful. If this is your first bull market, I can't give financial advice, but take profits on the way up. No one ever went broke taking profits, but you will go broke round tripping it, which means, you bought at a level, you rode it all the way up and you rode it all the way down. So just be careful on that. And yeah, I think DeFi season will fully kick off. So how this worked in the last bull market, if we go onto the Bitcoin chart, the last DeFi cycle really started around here, right? Around here. So Bitcoin topped off, it hit an all-time high, then it started to come down, and that's when people were taking profits around here and then siphoning it into DeFi, and then DeFi started to become massive for the next sort of few months up until probably April-ish. So I think we've probably got another couple of months until early next year is when DeFi season will start to kick off again, and there'll be a lot of opportunities for ROI dApps and stuff like that coming around again, and other DeFi opportunities depending on what that looks like. I don't know what the next DeFi season will look like. I know a lot of it will be heavily towards yield farming, I do believe, and actual legit yields. So with that being said, let's actually take a look at DeFi. So Aerodrome. Now, as you know, I was in the OVN pool, OVN in USD Plus. I had a lot of money in that. And if we take a look at the price of OVN today, I haven't really been following it, to be honest, because this happened whilst I was traveling. OVN is now down at $5.26, which is just crazy. So if we look at the 3-month chart, it was, very, very steady around $40 to $50. And then it started to crash. It started to absolutely crash. And then it kind of stabled off at around between 12 and 15. And then it did another major dump the last week or so. I am no longer in this pool. I cashed out. I saw this drop and I cashed out around here, $20, $30 a token. I saw a major FUD going on in the Discord channel, everyone panicking. So I just kind of took my loss there. I think I had 6K in the pool. I think I managed to pull out 3.5K, maybe. But if we counter in, I was in this position for months, probably about 6 months, and it was doing 150 to 280% a year. So I did manage to profit on that position. So I cashed that out and I moved those into Bitcoin whilst I was away. I just kind of wanted it sitting there. I didn't want to do too much while I was traveling. I wanted to enjoy where I was, seeing the sights and whatnot. So I didn't really focus too much on crypto whilst I was away. So that was the main position that I was in. I did liquidate that. You can see it's still on here. I just have some of these trading fees. I may claim this just to get rid of this on there. So what am I in? Well, I am currently in ETH and USDC concentrated, which I only entered this yesterday, I believe, which is getting 127.79% per year. Okay, which has only made me $12 so far. And then I'm also in ETH and SUI at 340%, which is concentrated, and I made $4 on this, but I only have $700 in this position and $2,500 in this position. And these are the only two yield farming positions that I have at the moment. And the reason for that is because, again, the majority of my funds are in Bitcoin, ETH, SUI, and a couple of other positions. Okay, so these are the only two yield farming positions I have going on right now in Aerodrome. I do have my SUI position. I've only got $1,000 in here because if you remember, I did have 7K in this position. I pulled that out a while ago, again, to put into other positions. I put that into the OVN and USD plus position, made profits, cashed out when that crashed. And then, yeah, we are now sat in SUI and USDC at 247% per year. I've been in this for 2 days and it's generated $37 so far. I have about $500 of rewards on SUI sat in stable coins. So as you can see, I have $506 sat there in profits, which I've taken from this position, which is over a 50% ROI. Now, I've been in this position for a long time. So, yeah, $500 of rewards, which I may go ahead and put that back into this one here to boost that yield even more. I don't know where this $86 worth of token came from. I think I got airdropped that. I didn't even buy this myself. And then we just have 19 SUI here just for gas and whatnot. So that is my SUI position. If we give that a refresh, because that was refreshed about an hour or two ago. Yeah, not much has changed there. So Let's have a look at some opportunities. Now, fees right now are absolutely insane. So if we take a look at concentrated pools, you can see you can get some crazy you can get some crazy returns right now. This WETH and CBTC Bitcoin is probably a decent position to look at. I don't know if the returns are majorly high right now. Yeah, 52% APR if you do a common one, which isn't crazy big. It's like 4% a month, 3% a month, something like that. But you're farming WETH and Bitcoin, which is a pretty safe position, in my opinion, coming up to in this bull market. So, yeah, there are some decent, very, very decent positions right now that you can jump into. Now, again, this is just on Aerodrome. If we take a look at something like Crystal, obviously Crystal is a yield farming place where you can, obviously track your positions, maintain your positions, and you can also take a look at see what's paying the most. So on base right now, the best blue chip pairs, WETH and USDC 166%, WETH and DAI 58%, WETH and WST ETH 23%. And then you've got all the other chains as well that you can look at. You've got Arbitrum positions here, which I can imagine are doing pretty well. Pepe and WETH 500%, Bitcoin USDT 168. You've probably got Polygon as well, which some are doing pretty well, as I believe 562% on Polygon and USDC, which again is pretty big. So there are a lot of opportunities right now. And there are some stuff coming out about leveraging and using additional funds, similar to extra finance. Okay, be very careful on those because you can get liquidated. But just to say, there is a lot of opportunities in yield farming right now. Let me know what you're doing down below. Again, I'm only farming these two positions here, plus with my holdings. I probably will add some more to it. I do want to add more to this WETH and SUI position because I do believe in both of those assets for this bull market. I may add a couple more thousand. I think I'm farming like only 2.5K in this one. I probably have about 10,000 in undeployed funds, which I can deploy into, in free sort of, between 10 and 15K that I can go ahead and deploy right now in deal farming positions. So that is all I am doing. Okay. And then of course we have my Aerodrome, which if we go down here, I'm still getting my rewards. I still have it voting on Aero and OVN. And the only reason for that is because the APR was pretty high. I think it still is pretty high. So I get $14 a week from this position here. The voting APR is 59%. Now, if we take a look at some of these voting position, this VAPR, if we take a look at the highest, you've got some crazy positions here that we could go ahead and jump in and make some decent money. Like for example, if I put into this USDC and STAR, for example, which I wouldn't do because I have no idea what that is. But let's say I wanted to vote for this, I'd get $64 a week on that. Okay. Which obviously I'm not going to do. So if I click vote, actually, I think we're already voting on this. Let's go ahead and hit confirm on that. So yeah, I do have some Aero locked up. Now, the reason for this lockup on Aerodrome is because this was an airdrop from Velodrome when Aero first launched. Now, I do believe we've got some Aero here that I can go ahead and redeposit. Let's see. Yeah, 40 Aerodrome here, which is probably what, $50, $60 that I can go ahead and claim and lock that back up into this position, which will give me more voting power, which will then give me more fees every week if I wanted to do that. But again, I'm just kind of letting this stack up. We currently have $28 in Aerodrome and $8 in OVN. So yeah, that's currently what I'm doing with my yield farming positions. There's a lot of opportunity right now. I'm probably going to add more into both of these positions and maybe add another one elsewhere. So let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any pools you think I should check out. And with that being said, I am back. I will continue to do updates as things comes up. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And if you're watching this and you've been watching for a while and you've come back, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.